Welcome back to Arpeggio Yoga. We're going to get right into the practice, and I'll start talking you through what we're doing as we go. Come to a toe squat, seated position, on your knees. Toes are tucked, opening up the bottoms of our feet. Today's practice is going to center around the thought of balance. It's a significant week in our history with the inauguration of a new president. And with that, we're hoping for a little more balance in the collective lives of all Americans, but in our own as well. Everyone's experienced something different these last few years, this last year in particular. We could all use a little balance in our lives. So sitting upright through the spine, toes are tucked. Take a couple of deep breaths here. I'm filming today from my old apartment behind my house in Columbia, South Carolina. So I'm bringing a little balance to myself as I prepare this house for sale. Had a significant fire a few years ago and recently renovated and prepping it now for sale. So I'm wearing my Columbia Firefly shirt, paying homage to the town that I enjoyed so much for a few years. Thank you to all my family and friends. I guess it was mostly friends, but they became family to me. So I'd like to say thank you to all of you right up front as well. Come now to a seated position or to bound angle. Bottoms of your feet together. Still sitting upright through the spine. Hands can go around the ankles, so your elbows can push down on your inner thighs to help deepen that stretch. And a couple of deep breaths here. Lengthen your spine on the inhale. And maybe deepen the stretch a little bit on the exhale. Excellent. Put the heel of your left foot in your groin. And we're going to cradle the right foot, right leg, base of the right foot in the left elbow. And just cradle it. And just rock it a few times. Continue to breathe. With the movement, with your own inclination, breathing through the entire practice. Loosening up that hip joint. Just move it through its full range of motion there. Excellent. Set that down. Put your right heel inside your groin, left base of the foot going inside your right elbow, and cradle the left leg now. And just gently rock it. Back and forth. So balance in this practice is going to be, right side poses, left side poses, but then in the short sequences within the practice, bookending them in a way that's balanced as well. Let's return to bound angle pose for a couple more breaths. And back to toe squat. Sit upright, those toes are tucked. And nice steady breaths. Let's come up to mountain pose. At the top of your mat. And from mountain pose, your hands behind you, interlace the fingers, A shoulder stretch with your arms behind, lifting them up. Extending them out on your inhales, deepening your stretch on the exhale. Feeling the stretch through the fronts of your shoulders and along the side of your rib cage. Excellent. Release them back down. I'm just going to turn my back to you to demonstrate this next one. I'm going to do a shoulder stretch with your hand behind. Lift your right arm up in the air. Set your palm facing your spine. Lift your left hand up, left arm up, and pull gently to your left. Just feel this on the outside of the shoulder. Excellent. Release both arms. Raise the left arm up. Palm facing the spine. Right arm comes over. Just gentle pull on the left elbow. Deepening that stretch through the left shoulder. Excellent. Coming back to face you again. Take your right arm, extend out to your right, bring it across the left side. Bring your left arm up, outside your right elbow, and gently pull. Get the front side of your shoulder, deltoids, a little bit across the front here. A little bit of tricep as well. Let's hold this for a few breaths. And release this. Shake your arms out a little if you need. I'll bring your left arm out to your side, bring it across the right, bring your right arm up to aid the stretch of your left shoulder, tricep and deltoids. And enjoy a few breaths here. Return that to the side. Shake your arms out as needed. Return to the front of the mat and bookend that with another arms behind, fingers interlaced, shoulder stretch. Just gently pull upward on your arms and away with your fingers, with your hands. And back to mountain pose. On an inhale, both arms come up to palm. Fingers interlaced, palms are facing down. It's palm tree pose. Take a deep breath here, exhale. On your next inhale, let's bend to the left. Sway your palm tree to the left. Breathe in through the right side body. Come back to center. On your next inhale, to the right. Breathing in through the left side body. Come back center. Now release your left hand to your side. And on an exhale, bend to the left. Right arm's over. Your gaze can go up slightly. Your next inhale, come up. Release your right arm. And exhale, bend to the right. Left palm's facing down. Right palm's sliding down your right leg. And your gaze can go up. Continue breathing here. And on your next inhale, come back up. And release both arms to the side. And go ahead. Let's just rock out those arms a little bit. Shake them out. Inhale, chair pose. Set your hips back. Rotate your inner thighs inward. Keeping the knees together. Arms are up overhead, palms facing each other. Rise back up. Lift your right foot behind you. Drive down through your left foot. This might challenge your balance a little bit. And this right side quad stretch. Pick a point in front of you to keep your gaze. Help keep your balance. Release that. Now on your left side, lift your left foot. Release that. Lift your right knee in the air. Right side wind release pose. You find flexing your right foot helps with the balance, or not. Lost my point of focus. It's okay, just return to it. Slight bend in the left knee can help as well. Release that. Drive down through the right foot now. Lift the left knee. Turn that foot to the mat. Lift your right knee in the air. Just rotate your ankle to the right. Put your hands on your hips if it helps with your balance. Change directions. And return your right foot beside your left. Lift your left knee in the air. Rotate your left ankle. Change directions. Excellent. Set that back beside your right. Inhale, chair pose, set your hips back. Rotate your thighs inward, keep those knees together. Arms go straight up overhead, palms facing each other. Take a couple of breaths here. Your thighs, hamstrings may be burning a little bit at this point. Let's breathe. So you can set down a little bit further. And rise back up to mountain pose. From the top of our mat, you may already be there. I'm joining you. Sun Salutation B. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step both feet back to plank. You can either set your knees down or with your chaturanga from here, into low cobra or upward facing dog. And on an exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg, step through, right foot at the base of your right thumb, rise up into a low lunge. Reframe the foot, step back to plank, lower through chaturanga, your vinyasa. Back in downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your left leg. Step your left foot through the base of your left thumb. Rise up into a low lunge on the left side. Reframe the foot. Step it back through your vinyasa. And meet back in downward facing dog. Step back to the front of the mat. Flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And hands down through heart center. Return to mountain pose. That was a slight variation on Sun Salutation B, since we already dropped some chair poses in previously. From mountain pose, and I'm going to move to face you again. Inhale, standing hand to knee. Lift your left knee in the air and take it out to your left side. Hold it up using your left hand on that knee. Keep the full front of your body facing forward. And you can take your gaze off to the right. Challenging your balance, opening your hip. Excellent. Bring it back in. Lower it down. On the same side, you can just kickstand your foot into a beginner tree. Maybe you can bring your foot a little higher on the side of your calf. Hands can come to prayer. Keep breathing here. And then do your full tree pose. Base of the foot, inside the inner thigh of the right leg. Hands to prayer. Or all the way up in a tree. Palms together. Pointed upward. Excellent. Return your foot to earth. On the right side, plant your left foot. Lift your right knee Take it out to the right. Left hand can go on your hip or off to your side. And your gaze can go left. A couple of breaths here. Lose your balance. Just bring it back to the start. Back out. And return your foot back to the earth. Back to your mat. To a beginner's tree pose. You're kickstanding your toes inside your left ankle. Taking it inside the left calf. You can bring your hands to heart center. Then we'll reach it all the way up for your full tree pose. Bottom of the right foot inside the left thigh. It's going to be at heart center. Or take them up overhead. And pushing equally from the bottom of your right foot into your left thigh as much as you're pushing out from your left thigh into the bottom of your right foot. I've got a gray wall in front of me, nowhere really to focus. So, apologize for my loss of balance today. Excellent. Turn your feet to the earth. You can rock that out. And return to mountain pose. Let's go ahead and sit down to the mat. Go into a shoelace pose. Your left knee out in front of you. Crossing your right knee over. Lift up your hips as needed. It's like tying your shoelaces, right? That first cross of the laces. Hands on your ankles, on the tops of your feet. Stacking your right knee on top of your left. Sitting upright through the spine. Now on your next inhale, placing your left hand on your left knee, or your right knee. Rise up through the spine, and exhale, deepen into your twist to the right. Go ahead and unwind that. Unlace your shoes, your knees, placing the right knee down first. Your left knee over. You might find yourself a little more open, slipping on one side than the other. The idea here is to stack one knee on top of the other. Place your hands back on your ankles. I'm a little more challenged on this side than the other, apparently. Rise up through the spine. Inhale, come up, and exhale, twist to your left now. Return to center, and either from this position or whichever one was more comfortable for you. I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my right knee on top. Back to shoelace pose, rise up through the spine. On your next inhale, arms come up. And exhale, forward fold. Walk your fingertips out. Rest your chin beyond your knee if you're able. And rise back up. We're going to swing our feet around now. And lay down. Settle into our final pose, corpse pose, Savasana. Roll your shoulder blades beneath your chest. Let your hands lay out, your arms lay out to your sides with your palms faced up. Feet extended in front of you. Separate the legs, rock them. Let them settle into a comfortable position. Return your focus to your breath. Hoping this was a nice, short, sweet, balancing practice for you. Balance both literally or physically of balancing on one leg for a few of those poses. But balanced and doing whatever we did to one side of our body, doing it to the other. Being mindful of keeping balance in the body, keeping balance in our practice, keeping balance in our thoughts and our breath, making our inhalations the same length and depth as our exhalations. Balance in all things. And just settle into your Savasana. If you begin to lose focus, count the length of your inhale. And make sure your exhalations have the same length. If you need more time in Savasana, you can pause the video and take that time now and just press play again when you're ready to rejoin us. For the rest of us, let's roll to our favorite side into a fetal position. And when you're ready, Let's rise back up to an easy seat. Hands return to your knees, upright, straight in your spine. I hope this practice brought you a little balance that you might need on a Monday morning, particularly this Monday morning. And you can carry it through your week and whatever day you practice this on. Sometimes we just need to take a little time out, focus on our balance, get things back right in our worlds. You can open your eyes now. Feel free to stay here as long as you wish. If you like the practice, I ask that you please share the channel with your friends, share this particular video with your friends, and hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, visit the links in the description to some affiliate links, and to merch for arpeggio yoga. Every little bit certainly helps keep the channel running, but mostly I do this just to share the practice with you. And so I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope to see you again on a later video. If you haven't already seen the first 7 practices of 21 for 21, please check the playlist, which will probably show up here or there. Either way, check the links, subscribe to the channel, click on the playlist. Be well. Namaste.